Hello Phil. I thought I'd put together a little educational video about the mixer and the soft keys. Let's just get this set back to square one. This is it, some soft keys. What I've done here, I mentioned the mute groups. This bank on the left here are all mute groups. The ones that we're particularly interested in that we were talking about the other day are to do with the multi-track recording, and you can see that there says multi-track, so these three buttons are all to do with the multi-track recording. The bottom two are still to do with the USB interface and the box, but they're to do with playback. If you remember, we can play back background music from here, as long as we've got WAV files on there, and so those two buttons are to do with play and stop for that. So it's really straightforward, very much like a cassette recorder from the 70s. Don't worry about the ones on the right. They're more for Lee, probably. Yeah, don't worry, we can explain them. So mute groups, I think they're fairly self-explanatory. That one there mutes all of the vocal mics, nothing else. That one mutes all of the brass mics, nothing else. All of the drum mics. And this one here mutes absolutely everything except the background music, which is currently set to ST3. ST3 being either locally plugged in there, or as we've got it today, sourced from the USB. So, shall we have a look at it in action? Just get the iPad going, because this will help show you what it looks like. Look, here we have. Connect to the Qu-pac. There we go. Get rid of that. So, to demonstrate, let's get out of the light. I'll tell you what, if I put this down here, don't know whether that helps, maybe not. Anyway, look, down here, no red lights, hit the mute group for Vox, and now you can see the mute group on all the Vox channels is lit. Don't know if I can go back here enough to let you see. Hit the brass one. Now we've got some extra mute groups on there for the brass. And if we do the same for the drums ones are on. Magic, hey? And if we use the ST3 only, then everything should be muted as it is, except ST3, which is the background music, which is that one there. Talking about background music, it's as simple as that. Hit play and it goes. You might have noticed that it interrupted and then started again. I think there's a buffer issue, and what happens is if you stop it part way through a track, next time you come to play, it'll immediately carry on from where it was and then decide, no, I'm going to start from the beginning of the track. So it's a bit odd. I think that's a glitch, but we know about it. Anyway, so that stops it, that plays it. It doesn't always start from where it was, sometimes it starts from the beginning. So that's quite straightforward. So recording, multi-track recording, that beeping in the background is our washing machine. Shut the door, see if we can get rid of that. That's quite straightforward. You have to arm it, and I've got the screen here set up already on this multi-track recording screen. It won't always be on the multi-track recording screen. Quite often we'll have it on all sorts, on looking at a particular channel, for example. That might be a typical screen. Anyway, on the multi-track recording screen, which is there, you can see that it's just in a paused, a stopped position at the moment. You have to arm it ahead of any recording, and when it's flashing, it's armed. It might take, depending how quickly it is since we plugged the box in, this recorder box, the external drive, it might take a couple of seconds for it to start flashing. But while it's flashing, it's armed and ready, and you can see it on there. It's not recording at this stage. What it does mean is it's prepared the next track, so we're ready to start recording on, I don't know if you probably can't see that, it says MT008, track number 8, multi-track. And to actually record, hit record. And you probably can't see that, but that time is incrementing there, so it is recording. And we've got 8¼ hours of recording time left on the box. So that's recording. At the end of the first set, stop recording. And there you go, it's stopped. And then of course in the break in between the first and the second set, we might want to mute everything and hit play. Playing. Gone back to the beginning of the first track. Then we come back after a beer or so, and we're getting ready for the second set. So we have to stop the track, helpfully when we get to the end of a track. There we go. We want to unmute everything. Get ready to record the second set. It's armed, it's ready. It's gone up to track number 9. Start recording. And we're away. At the end of the second set, hit stop. It's important to hit stop because if we just power down without stopping the recording, we lose it. I don't think there's anything more than that. So I hope that was helpful. And indeed, if anybody else happens across this on the internet, then we're the Casbahs. And so get hold of us on Facebook or YouTube and like us. Hope that was helpful. Bye.